guys, I hope you are having a great week so far. This week is my favorite week of all time. I love talking about this. We're talking about relationships and how to have deeper relationships with your team, your customers, and your family and friends. I feel like there are 3 ways that you can really get to know all of the people that kind of come in and out of your life. These are my favorite ways. These aren't the only ways, of course. But 2 of them are reads, and one of them is just a simple test. Color Codes is the test that you can take, and it's found in your Coach Basics. So I want you to go into your online office and find the Color Codes test. It'll just take a few minutes, and post under this video what your color is. Okay, and if you can see some characteristics that really talk about your personality and what drives you and what motivates you. Okay, the other 2, like I said, are reads. Dani Johnson's Gems is something that I absolutely love and I found was very, very helpful. Dani Johnson, D-A-N-I, and then Johnson.com. You can find this book. This is actually the audio version. But this talks about 4 different personalities. I have a very strong personality, and so there are some people that just have a hard time with me, with taking me in, and there are some people that I just get so frustrated with. It's because we're completely opposite. And when I went through this GEMS training, when I read the book, I got so many aha moments because I was like, oh my Lanta, I'm completely talking to this person in my language, the way that motivates me, but yet it's completely turning these people off. Okay? So, highly recommend GEMS, G-E-M-S, by DaniJohnson.com. The other one is called The 5 Love Languages, and it's by Gary Chapman. It's one of my favorite books. It looks like this. Okay, there's also one for children, and if you have kids, I highly recommend you get this. But this has helped with the relationships that I have with my friends and my husband, especially my sister, and my coaches. There are 5 different languages, obviously, from the title of the book. But my language is gifts. I love gifts. I love to give gifts. It makes me so happy. And if you're one of my coaches on my team, like you're one of my personally sponsored, you know this. I do an incentive every month. I just love to reward people. And for your birthday, I like to buy you great things. Some of my favorite things, of course. And anyway, so that is my gift. And I thought, you know what? Most of the people on my team are all women. So of course they're going to love gifts too. But that's not the case. There are 4 other languages that people will respond to. There are acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, of course gifts, and then there's also physical touch. And by me listing those off, you have an idea of what your love language is, or maybe you're thinking about your spouse or your children, and you can automatically know exactly what their love language is. And when you know someone's love language, you're able to connect with them. You are able to inspire them and motivate them. And when you know your coaches or your leaders on your team, when you know their love language, you know how to help them move their business forward, or what excites them or what motivates them. Okay, so that is your assignment today. It's to get to know your team, and I want you to pick one of these books, whether it be GEMS or The 5 Love Languages. The 5 Love Languages is a very simple read, and it does help with all relationships. It's a spiritual book, so if that's not your thing, then, it still will help you, okay? But when you get to know someone on a deeper level, you really develop those quality relationships. When we first start as a coach, we just think about recruiting and adding people to our team and just stack. But as you become a leader and you become a strong diamond and a star diamond, you realize how much time you spend with these people. And when you spend time with them, you have to like them. So you start to get a little more choosy about who you add to your team, Okay? And, you start adding more like-minded, or if you feel that this person is really great that you want to add to their team, but they may have a different love language than you, but then you know how to motivate them and you all work together, okay? And when you have these deeper relationships, you are able to feed their soul and you are able to act out of service to them. As a leader, that's what we do. And that's what makes this business so great. Okay? So, our job is to get to know them, and our job is to help move their business forward. But when you all hang out together and you really love the people that you're surrounding yourself with, then you all move forward together and you all create a more solid foundation over the years that come. So your assignment today is to connect with your team, and I want you to choose the book, either Dani Johnson's Gems or The 5 Love Languages, and I want you to read it together. And I want you to all share what your love languages are. I'm excited to hear what you guys say, and just make sure you keep me informed, because this is so much fun, and I want to get to know your team as well. And don't forget to take the color codes and tell me what color you are. All right? Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.